What is up, Earthnoids and Spacenoids? I am just a simple new type, and in this episode we are returning to the 1 Year War as we continue our coverage of Mobile Suit Gundam: The Origin. Last time, Zeon officially declared war against the Earth Federation. The operation was a failure as it didn't hit Jaburo. However, it did hit Australia, Siberia, and North America and caused devastating damage to the Earth. This time, we will see the Battle of Loum play out. EFF witnesses the power of Zeon's mobile suits, and General Revel is kidnapped by the Black Tri-Stars. So let's get into this. After the events of Operation British, the population of humanity was halved. The Zombies are planning their next move and are looking at Side 5 as they aren't sure who to side with. Degwin tries to get Giran to see his failures in leadership, but he simply passes the blame to someone else. As millions have just died, one important person is born. Menevazabi. Dozel tries to make us feel empathy for him after all the death and destruction. As Side 5 is split, the people take to the streets to protest, which leads to violence. Salamas is working at the hospital in the capital, Miranda Bunch, and tending to someone's wounds when a Zeon spy named Tashi asks for a moment of her time. He tells her about the exploits of Shar Aznable, and then says that Castle Rim Daikum is still alive and leaves her to put two and two together. He also says that he goes by the name Red Comet, but Loum has yet to happen, and he has yet to go 3 times normal speed. She gets a call from Roger Aznable informing her that her father, Tiabolo, has collapsed and his health is declining. The Black Tri-Stars are looking on in amazement at the MS-6 that they will be taking out into battle. This, along with Char's unit, is the High Mobility Type Zaku. The MS-06R-1A Zaku 2 High Mobility Type, the Origin version, can be considered the first mobile suit designed for a specific need. In this case, versatility was abandoned for increased mobility. This unit has extra propellant as well as vernier thrusters on the back and legs. Gaia's unit has 2 shields and carries extra bazooka magazines. Ortega's unit uses a giant heat hawk, which is 10 meters in length and has thrusters built into the weapon. MASH uses the ASR-78 MS anti-ship rifle. Char's unit has no extra vernier thrusters or special equipment by design. Other weapons include a machine gun, a regular heat hawk, and a shoulder shield. They look over to see Char's gaudy red version. We learn that Char's rank has been instated, and he has earned the rank of Lieutenant Junior grade. Before Dozel stripped his rank, he was a warrant officer. Char tells them to prepare for Loum in the most cheeky, backhanded manner possible, while still not resorting to crass language. Dozel briefs the higher-ups on the plan to use mobile suits to attack Revel's fleet, while Zeon's fleet handles the Tiamin fleet. At the Cabaret Club, Rambarao is refusing to take part in the Battle of Loum, just like he did Operation British. His comrades Clamp and Kozun are leaving for the battle. Clamp was the one who almost blew up Kika's face, and Omer Fang blew up Kozun with the rocket. He tells them not to die in the name of the Zombies. Don't worry, we know how they die. It's embarrassing. Sayla returns to Texas Colony to see an ill Tiabolo mass. It is on Side 5, so the colony is still in turmoil due to the riots. As the mob heads toward the mass estate, Sayla and the house takes up arms. January 23rd, UC 0079. General Revel's fleet launches from Earth and heads out towards Loum. Both Zeon and EFF are treating this battle as the final battle to this war. After things calm down, Sayla returns to find that Tiabolo Mass passed away. The last attack simply was too much for him. As more rioters storm the estate, the people of Texas Colony look out to see Miranda Bunch's port being destroyed. Unfortunately, Roger Aznable and his wife were left and killed during this attack. This was done by the Red Comet. Sayla looks out to see the red mobile suit. Tiamin relays to Revel that Zeon began attacking Loum and they need emergency help. Tiamin can't afford to give up one ship, so Revel sends out Cunningham and Joaquin's fleet. Degwin and Garmazabi are watching the battle play out from their Guazin, the Great Degwin. They are informed that EFF took the bait and is sending a fleet to assist. A tactical liaison informs them that although EFF has superior firepower, the Musai class features reduced cross-sections and is designed for beam deflective purposes. On top of that, they are superior in maneuverability than EFF. Zeon begins Minovsky particle dispersion. One of Dozel's ships gets taken out. The battle begins. The Tiamin fleet attacks Dozel's fleet, not realizing that he is leading them into a trap. Dozel krells for his fallen comrades. Minovsky particle density is high and Tiamin is struggling to hit targets. This is the first time Tiamin's fleet struggled to fight with Minovsky particle interference. I am sure it existed during Operation British as well, but a giant colony was heading towards the Earth. I'm sure they knew what they had to shoot at. Dozle's fleet retreats from the Tiamin fleet. Out in the middle of space, in the Saberfish duckbill, Sergeant Ryu is scouting when he runs into Dozle's fleet. He begins bombarding Revel's fleet. That is when the Mobile Suit fleet begins to launch. The Black Tri-Stars begin their attack. They tear through the Ananke, Revel's flagship. The Saberfish makes its way back to Revel's fleet to see that it is being destroyed. They try to land on a Columbus-class ship, but it is blown up. Ryu says that they don't have any weapons on this scouting unit, which you would think it would still have Vulcans, but whatever. One of the Black Tri-Stars takes out the Saberfish. They find Revel's escape pod. Ryu drifts out into space. The Joaquin fleet comes in to support Revel, but it is led into the chaos. Char takes down Joaquin's flagship. He goes 3 times normal speed and begins taking out the fleet. Remember, Dozle's fleet retreated from the Tiamin's fleet, who was heading to Side 3. They then attacked Revel's fleet. In between Side 3 and the Tiamin fleet is the Great Degwin. Since Tiamin's communication is cut off due to Minovsky particles, he decides to head back to assist Revel. However, he could have just kept moving forward, and in that case, would most certainly destroy or capture the Great Degwin. Giran was kind of hoping Tiamin would push forward and kill his father and Garma in the process. Kycilia knows what he is up to. However, it can't be understated that if Tiamin pushed forward to Side 3, they would be ultimately defenseless due to their blitz towards Revel, and this war would have ended. Degwin once again tries to tell Giran that he is heading down the same path as past rulers, but he sees himself as above all of them. Both figuratively and literally, he's in space. The words of Daikum are being used by Giran in the same manner as Hitler using Nietzsche's concept of the Übermensch. Degwin wants Kycilia to reel him in. The Black Tri-Stars are mad that Char is getting more recognition than them. Meanwhile, Garma is complaining to Dozle that Char is getting more recognition than him. After the Battle of Loum, Char was awarded the rank of Lieutenant Commander. At a victory ceremony, Garma tells Char that he is now a major and a part of the 101st Airborne Division, and that he is better than him. Char goes, "That's nice, buddy." The two almost kiss. The 101st takes charge of mopping up the remaining ground forces within Side 5. Aw, look at him, he seems happy murdering. Kycilia meets with Lieutenant General Makube. She puts him in charge of the Earth's forces as he has an affinity for art and earthly things, as she puts it. They both admit that they have no intention of ending the war anytime soon. They want to drag this out for as long as possible. He asks 2 questions. 1, what does he do when EFF loses the will to fight? And 2, what insurance does he have that he just isn't Giran's pawn? Kycilia answers the second first. She says that their insurance will be Garma, as he will be joining him. Their trust in Garma's life is his insurance. In regards to her first question, she simply responds by saying heaven favors them, but she confides in him and lets him know that she hates Giran. Meanwhile, Degwin meets with the POW Revel. They want to put an end to the war, even if others do not wish it. Makuve heads to Antarctica to negotiate peace. Dozle doesn't trust Makuve. We find out that he tried to get Char to join him on Earth, but he declined. Dozle gives him a new mission. His spies have wind of Operation V and want to stomp out any fitting mobile suit operations. His mission is to find Operation V's whereabouts and eliminate it. He gives Char the Musai-class ship, the Fall Mill. Char meets with the crew of the ship. He has no interest in being a sailor and gives command of the ship to Lieutenant Drin. Meanwhile, Revel is being transported. In transit, a group of VFF soldiers come to rescue him. They escape on a Salamis. Char and the Fall Mill just so happens to be close by. Drin wants to attack, but Char tells him to scratch that order and let them react first. The Salamis weren't expecting a ship to be in this area. Dren fires a warning shot and Char heads out in his Zaku. He boards the ship and asks why they are here. One officer tries to shoot Char, but he is quicker to the draw. He asks once again why they are here. That is when Revel comes to the bridge. Char lets them go because the events of Mobile Suit Gundam have to happen, silly. He wants to see how this plays out. In the International Observatory Habitat, Scott City, in Antarctica, General Elron and Gop prep for the peace talks. They both look at each other and go, "Oh no, poor Revel. Whatever will we do?" They are glad he is gone, and they also don't plan on ending this war. As they begin negotiations, Revel broadcasts to the world that he is alive and that if EFF gives in here, it will effectively be a surrender. Everyone seems happy by this announcement. Everybody but Degwin, who is furious that Revel lied to him about bringing peace. As Garma gets ready to leave for Earth, Degwin says, "Kill them all!" On Side 7, Amado and the soon-to-be White Base crew get into their starting positions. On board the Fall Mill, someone bumps into Jean. Jean pulls out a knife and says, "I will cut you." Remember, Jean disobeys orders and shoots Frau Bow and the war orphans' families. You could say the events of Mobile Suit Gundam play out because of Jean. Char tells his crew to get it together. Jean and his Mobile Suit team head out to Side 7. And that will do it for this episode and the conclusion to the flashback scene in the OVA of Gundam Origin. I thought we would return to the present in this video, but we will have to wait until next time. One of our first videos ever was a video breaking down Loum. If you want to see a detailed breakdown of that battle, go check out that video. In our next episode, White Base heads off to Belfast and meets with General Revel for the first time. Also, Kai falls in love with a spy. But that will do it for now, new types. Remember that everyone is looking for power and will continue a war to cling on to said power. Peace.